Está a nevar.
Ai!
Today I'm gonna be more Yun. Ayana.
I'll be more young.
But I'm not like this.
I know. It's just funny.
Love it! Cool.
To the moon and back.
Supreme Being! This topic is the craziest part. I wanted to say welcome back. It's very nice to see you again. So much love we have for all of you. And this topic is going to be called the twin flame union is a mission impossible, because if you don't go by intuition, then it is impossible. Like this. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. This topic actually, we have kind of spoken about it several times already, and I am sure you have read and watched many things on it. But we feel that there's a very thin moment here that most of the people cannot grasp it, and that's why they're still wandering around and they cannot figure out why they are so far away from their twin flame and they cannot make this connection, and it's almost like a mission impossible.
Yes.
Union impossible.
For example, many people tell us to say if this certain person is their twin flame or something like this. This is already a state of fear, because before we met, and even when we met, we didn't care what is twin flame, what is not. And
We didn't know anything
we
about
didn't know
twin flames.
anything. There was just one thing that was for sure. Something like, wow, this being really feels like the being that I always created in my imagination since I was born. So, you know, that was what made us to attract to each other further and better, more like, you know, click. Like
That's
this.
it, yeah.
Yes.
You really see in your twin flame something very different that you have never seen in any other being, even in soulmates. And we all have met soulmates, so you have a basis for comparison, all of you.
If you are asking us if this person is your twin flame, most definitely something is already not okay, because you either this person is not your twin flame and you want it to be, or this person is your twin flame and you don't want it to be. So something like this. So just
Yes.
go with the heart. The heart is telling you, just stop thinking.
This question actually comes from the ego. And this is what is the number one reason for twin flames to be so far away from each other right now. The big ego. The big ego, it's between every twin flame couple. Any. It was also with us, but I would say that because we have already achieved a certain amount of balancing individually each other. I
Like
was
balancing
kind of
our
balanced.
waists like this.
And Andrew was balanced himself to a very big extent. So the ego that was between us was already not that big. We were closer. So right now, most of you are that far away from each other. And let's say when me and Andrew we met, we were that far away from each other. You see the difference? It's very, very big. And because this distance between you is so huge, that's what makes you super, super different.
Because just because you got awakened, it doesn't mean that you are ready to step forward and meet your twin flame. you have to work on yourself first, because it's normal not to work on yourself when you're not awakened. It's very rare to see a person who is not awakened and is working on himself. So just you have to awake first, and then you work on your heart, on your self-love, on your willpower, and then once you acknowledge that your ego is not too high neither too low, because it is a problem if it is too low. Many people still they think that being too high is the only issue. It's not like this. When you are always like feeling sorry and I'm not worthy, this is not good, because people are going to take advantage of you. You're going to start to have problems, and then you want to meet your twin flame in this condition. This doesn't work.
Yeah,
Your twin flame,
you just don't have self-love.
because of
In
this,
this way.
your twin flame is going to have too much ego in order to balance your ego, which is like
Super
nothing. You don't have. But because you don't have, you actually have a lot. You understand now? Not having is actually having.
Yes.
So
That's again, it's just a game that the ego plays with us.
yes,
Through the mind.
It's making us believe that the ego is dead. It's not dead. This
No.
doesn't. It will never be dead.
It's
Actually,
just super suppressed.
when you are balanced, you enter what I call the soul state. I will explain one day, but it's like because we are working on a book, and
Very soon is this day actually.
yes, yes.
The book is almost ready.
Yes. When you enter in the soul state, which means it's the present moment into the most refined, how do I say, state ever?
Yes.
Because being in the present moment
the
is one thing.
finest of energy.
Finest. It's like opening your heart chakra, but just because you open your heart chakra doesn't mean it is truly like open to the fullest, you know? Because that means you have zero fears. Do you have zero fears? If a lion comes, you know, out of nowhere and boom, you will really have to be like, nothing happens. So I wanted to say, if you are on the soul state, from what I explained, you will have the ego on the background. Why? Because you need still to have this identity, because without this ego in the background, you'll be like a robot. You will not have a personality. You will not be able to interact properly.
Mm-hmm.
You'll probably even not have these nice warm memories. Yes, memories is one thing, but warm memories is another thing. Like this.
So, what basically means not to be balanced means that you are not living in the present moment of now. You are living either in the past, where are the emotions, and you're going in depression and negative thoughts, or you are living in the future. So you're constantly thinking, making plans and worrying about them, if things are going to be okay, the way you have put them together, if it's going to work out. Both ways are actually not a soul state. They're not the state of the present moment of now. When me and Andre met, we both were almost fully in the present moment of now.
Yes.
And we have totally let go, and we were just being guided by the intuition and the Kundalini and the higher self, and most importantly, the heart. It's not an easy thing. It's not a process that happens with a snap like this. It really requires a lot of work. But that's actually the reason, the first number one reason you have met your twin flame. So you can start this work on yourself. So the most important thing to understand is that the initial meeting between twin flames is initiated most of the times right now really to give you a push.
Yes.
To shake your entire
Like
world.
motivation.
Yeah.
Motivating your life.
Absolutely. And to give you some guidance on which direction to take.
And yes, I was focused when I met her and before I met her on the fifth dimension, fourth dimension, third dimension. Probably it was giving me some kind of okay, life is like this, so I need to improve in order to be my highest self. Perhaps it helped me. But the best of the best of the best that helps the most is actually when you awake, that's it. You don't need more higher, because awakening is already high enough. Now It's time to... So, when you awake, that's it. You forget about all this. I mean, it doesn't mean that you have to hate or whatever, run away. You...
Yeah, because you're gonna suppress it in this way.
You just allow things to move, okay? You try to be on this movement by itself, and you practice grounding things, like, for example,
Yeah, grounding is the most
Gardening.
important thing. The most important.
gardening, construct something, whatever, be creative, go to hunt, I don't know, cook. I mean, cooking, yeah, if you are creative as well. Without following recipes, don't put scales, nothing. Just enjoy, put music in the background and go like this. You will see that, like after 1 month or 1 year, not even 1 year, I think 6 months is already there. You will reach so much further ahead than if you were like thinking and like and to consult this guru and going here and there and to the third dimension. Family.
And we are just too much focused on technology
Yes.
nowadays. And technology, it doesn't matter if you're not watching TV. I bet most of you are constantly on Facebook, YouTube, or whatever. This is the same thing. It really doesn't make a difference, guys. Absolutely none. This
Reels.
makes this makes your mind work like crazy, and it makes the time seem like it's running.
This is not good.
If you come to this state that you look around and all of a sudden you lose time, you feel that time goes away like without you even feeling that it goes away.
A good...
It means your mind is going like crazy, super fast.
Yes, a good rule of thumb to see if you are...
A thumb rule.
Okay.
Or it was the other way
A
around.
thumb rule. No, it's the other way around. A good rule of thumb. To know if you are wasting time or time is running from you, running away from you, is when... It's very crazy what I'm going to say, but it's very true. It's when you are feeling bored. Because when you're feeling bored, time is super slowing down, like... And you have to remember something. Feeling boring, it's an emotion. So you have to get rid of this by just... You ignore and you just do things that you love, and that's it. And time is super slow down. You're gonna be on the present, closer to the present.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Yes.
Because...
So that's it.
yeah.
Generally, staying in the present is living on the heart. This is when we actually feel properly with the heart. When we are staying in the future or in the past, we are not on the heart. And we don't have self-love. And that's why we are focused on the past or the future. Because we are focused on our creation of love, our notion of love. How it has to look like. And we are searching for the love in other people. In this case, in the twin flame. We are expecting this romantic love relationship. And that's why we cannot get rid of the idea of the twin flame.
Yeah, it's like...
when we are actually looking for the love within.
It's like living it's like thinking that twin flame living is more like a fantasy and everything is going to be beautiful and perfection and whatever it is, it's all upside down. It's nothing like this. Totally the opposite.
Yeah, but I think
But the opposite...
we will make another video about that because more in details, because many people really cannot perceive the twin flame journey. The twin flame journey is just a super advanced tool for growth, for
Yep.
spiritual growth.
Yes.
And it involves specific things that are happening in our body, even physically. It's not an illusionary thing, like, just energy and something that we cannot
Yeah, it's
imagine.
more...
It really involves things that are happening, like changes, physical changes within the body with time, of course.
Yeah, we also
when
think
you're
that it's all spiritual, No, it's also very physical, this
Yes.
journey. It's actually both together in one.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't mean twin flame journey that we have to get married and we have to to be like making love and all this. Look, twin flames can be two sisters. Are they gonna make love? No. So
Yes.
the ultimate sign of twin flame is actually to work on each other, because if you accept each other, you are, and you know, like to the fullest, and you forgive everything and everything, like you are like love, forgiveness, and the acceptance to the fullest, then you are a super supreme being. That's it. There's nothing else to do.
So that's just it, guys. The point now is for all of you to start just focusing on yourselves, and the biggest focus to be on staying in the present moment of now, using whatever tools and techniques you wish. You will find your way. Everybody has their own way. We are all different. We have different lifetime experiences, so different people will be attracted to different techniques and different things to do. Maybe you don't even need to do any specific technique. You just let the intuition guide you.
Yeah.
And focusing on the self-love. So do whatever it takes to open this heart chakra. The heart chakra is not open. When we are looking for love outside of us, the heart chakra is blocked. That's it.
Yes, that's the best sign ever. It's, you know, when the heart is open, is like the love, you feel love for everything, for a piece of metal even.
Yeah.
But not this just...
You almost don't make a difference between the people and anything.
And also, it's not attached love, it's a love that you don't mind, or you don't mind means it's like you're loving without the mind, that doesn't matter what happens to this piece of metal or a person or an animal, you will always love it. So that's it.
So don't judge yourself. Don't be harsh on yourself. Take it easy and go step by step. It will take some time.
It's like we are saying...
It may take some years as well.
Yes, of course. It depends on your resistance.
Yeah.
Because it's all about, never forget, it's all about the work between you, the Kundalini, and the higher self. I say you are the soul. That's it.
Yeah.
There's no, the soul told me whatever. No, the soul is you.
The child.
Yes, you are the child. And now it's the time. That's it. The time is now.
Yeah.
So don't take this very seriously, like, oh, okay, I'm going to do my homework or whatever. No, just... Or you can even forget everything we said, because your soul, if you just trust your soul and your intuition, it will all work for you. It's like you don't need to do anything.
The most important is to work on this mind, to transform it into your highest version, not to suppress it, because that's the first thing that many people do. They go and they suppress the mind. No, the mind is not to run away from. We need to transform it. We need to observe it, to analyze it, so it can really serve us. That's another tool of spiritual growth. Karma, twin flames, ego, the mind, these are all tools, and they were given to us on earth for a specific reason.
And they are experiences as well. It's an experience to have karma or not. It's all up to you, whatever you want to do.
Exactly.
Because
whatever
if you are your heart to the fullest, none of these things matter. Because you are behind of the desire behind of the deepest desire, like the source desire. If you are this source desire, you can change everything. Because one of these superficial desires can be to experience karma. If you are behind of this, doesn't apply anymore. Right, Bully? Yes. I was gonna say the last words. May the love of the entire universe be in your hands and heart.
And let it be so.
Yes. thought can be whatever it is, but your mind just stops, it dissolves. That's better.
You become an observer.
Yes. That's why people are